Welcome to CrimsonSplat Sucks at Empyrion, Episode 6. This one is going to be about a third of the length of the last few videos. I'm going to try with short form and see if I can get the videos out a little faster. Plus, they'll be less difficult to watch at 15 minutes in length or thereabouts instead of 45. When I left off last, I had been going around gathering resources. I also tore down a piece of wreckage that I found, and now I've made it back to my base, and I'm going to start putting things away. As I do this, I'm also going to start building me a new mining craft. This is one that I designed myself, and I just updated it for RE2. Here's what it looks like. It's called the Mole Star 3. It is available on the workshop, and I'm going to give you a preview of it from another clip, another game, a creative version, obviously. Now this is what it looks like. You'll notice that it's got 6 drills, but the 2 outside drills are recessed a little. This actually helps, I've found, when in tight spaces underground and you can't quite get yourself out of the hole. It makes it easier to wiggle left and right and dig your hole out. Notice this one is much faster than the one I've been using so far. It is also deliberately nose heavy. You notice how it keeps dropping? Here's a better example of it. Just after I turn the engines back on. I can pull it up and it'll drop. There's also a thruster on the bottom at the back. What this does is allow me to bring the whole thing nose down. If you might recall, I had a rant in the prior episode about the fact that you can't mount the drills facing downwards, but you can flip your whole craft upside down. You can see the thruster there. Note that due to the wider stance and better weight distribution, this only needs 4 repulsor engines. Now, I think I will call this section, "Who ordered all these damn spiders?" Because I'm trying to get some more resources, and instead I'm just constantly being attacked by spiders. Well, I do manage to get a bit of meat and other resources out of it. But eventually, I'm going to decide I need to go back and get my HV, because it takes too long to run back and forth to the area that I'm working my magic in and picking up items. Unfortunately, as I do this, I end up using up way too much fuel, even when I shut the engines off. And eventually I'll have to park it again. But in the meantime, let's get some bone and more meat. Nothing like a little, slaughtering the animals. It's not a herd of bison, but it'll just have to do. You can make barbecue out of it, though. Heck, you can make barbecue out of spider meat. Now here I'm going to get... The main thing I killed this thing for was the bones. I didn't get much. In Reforged Eden 2, bone is required for the nutrient solution. And bone can actually be mined. I often griped years ago when I was playing this that bone was useless and it looked like it ought to be a resource. Well, Much to my regret, it now is, because the bone is still kind of hard to come by. Anyway, I'm still having fun with spiders. Now, here's what's annoying me. Those little bastards managed to get around me and sneak up on me from behind. And no, it's not while he's facing the other way. I've turned around now. And there he is. Sucker circled all the way around and came at me from behind. Well, anyway, so I kill him too. Spider, spider. I don't know, something that rhymes. Another spider. I waste a whole bunch of 12.7 millimeter trying to shoot it. That's another thing that changed. I think I've already mentioned this in an earlier video. They changed the size of the ammo used in a lot of the weapons. The sniper gun used to use 12.7. It now uses 7.62 NATO standard. The what used to use the 7.62 now uses 5.56. And here you see me finally taking the advice from one of my viewers to use the overhead view, or V, to go over the shoulder and drive that way. I have found that it doesn't work so well in two cases. One is when I'm in personal combat, because then it's harder to aim the sniper rifle, which is my favorite. And it doesn't work very well when I'm in an HV in the middle of a forest. The trees are too close, and it's actually easier to see where I'm going in first person view, because in third person it's my viewpoint is stuck in the middle of tree branches over my head. So and anyway, at this point, what I'm doing is being indecisive. I'm getting in touch with my inner bitch and changing my mind constantly on what to do. I've decided, mostly though, I'm going to do a little work while on the base, and I'm going to wait for the attack to trigger, because it is ready to do so at this point. Incidentally, the reason you see me dropping a few resources in the builder, but not completing my new HV, is that it requires 16 cobalt and 30 titanium, and I don't have enough of either one yet. So I'm just dropping a few bits in here and there until I collect enough resources, probably from the things I'm going to be shooting down very shortly, to complete it. Okay, here we go. Come on, you bastards. Remember the Heidelberg! Hello? Where are you? Come on. Yes, 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 they're in that direction, more or less. Make sure I'm reloaded. Ready to go. And... the bastards are sneaking up in the trees. I have to cut a bunch of those down. You shot my HV! fine. Fucking drones? I think this is Ukraine. Take that. Booyah! Got what you deserved!
My blood cries out for the vengeance of my people's blood, which can only be repaid with at least twice as much blood, or maybe 3 times as much blood. Like if you went to hell, and it was full of blood, and that blood was on fire, and it was raining blood, and maybe that would be enough blood. But probably not.
Okay, gotta fix everything, including the HV. Checking it out real quick. Okay, no functional damage. It's just that the harvest storage got partly destroyed, and some of the armor. And it's a good thing I put that armor on there, otherwise a whole lot more might have gotten destroyed. Okay, now I'm going to start rearranging my resources. I'm going to do it as inefficiently as possible. After all, why not? Senility is a thing. I said that this was going to be a short one, and that's what it's going to be, so tune in next time where we go see the Chief of the Talon, and also do a little base building.